Hey, what's up? I'm out here at Fort Duffield. If you may remember, the very first video I ever did was out here at Fort Duffield, where we started looking for the biggest drop in Kentucky. We're out here again today doing something a little bit different. I'm going to give you a guided tour of this place. I'm on the Kentuckiana mountain bike group on Facebook quite a bit. If you're not on there, get on there. It's a great network of people, a great spot to find new friends to ride with. If you're looking for group rides, they're posted on there a lot. Trail days, all kinds of other nonsense, and a lot of people on there posting trail conditions if you're wondering when and where and how much it rained and all that stuff. So great group to be a part of. But every few weeks on that group, somebody posts something asking about Fort Duffield and what is this place, what are the trails like, how do you ride it, something like that. So we're very fortunate that we have a little hidden gem here in West Point, Kentucky. It's wedged between the Ohio River and the Salt River. But it is a hidden gem and a lot of people don't know much about it. So I'm going to show you today how I ride this place and tell you a few things you need to know before you come out here. All right, so we're mounted up and ready to go. Before we hit the trails, a couple things you need to know. Number one, we owe a huge thank you and all of our appreciation to Bruce Montana. He has spent literally decades building and maintaining this place and making it what it is. So thank you, Bruce, for all of your hard work and dedication. Number two, bring bug spray. Don't leave home without it. Stop at a gas station on the way if you need to. Bugs are bad out here. Don't ride without that. Number three, bring water. There's nowhere to refill your water out here, so don't just bring one bottle. Bring a cooler full of water bottles and your post-ride drink, if you know what I mean. Other things. This place is technically, there's three trails. There's a red, blue, and yellow, and they all make loops, but most people don't ride them as loops. The one that you can, I would say, is the red trail. That's the most common for cross-country riders who come out here. But most people come out here to ride downhill. So there's two hills. There's the Fort side hill here, and there's the TP side hill here. So I'll show you how to get to the Fort, how to get to the TP. We're gonna do 3 downhill runs today from each side, and I'll show you the best way to get to each side. So we're gonna start on the Fort side first. There's 3 ways to get to the Fort. I'm gonna turn around. Here's the road where we came in. And here's the shelter and the flag. The red trail starts right over here in the woods, and it switches back and it climbs the hill all the way up to the Fort over here. The red trail is probably the longest way to get to the Fort and maybe the easiest, but there's no easy way to get there. There's a lot of punchy climbs on the red trail that make it difficult, but I don't come here to climb. I come here to go downhill. The fastest way to the Fort is to take the road right here. Now you'll notice there's a chain across it. It is locked. Unless you have a key to that chain, you're not shuttling this place. So be ready to pedal. And the third way to get to the top, which we're gonna take, is the trail right here at the back of the parking lot. This trail runs right along the creek, and I'm gonna ride the yellow jump trail first, and I'm actually gonna climb up it backwards right here. So I'm gonna go up this backwards just to check for any down trees before I come down, and this trail will also take me up to the Fort. So I will see you at the top. All right, we're up on the Fort right now. We just made our way up the yellow trail. It pops out right here. We came up it backwards. Here's the Fort. If you go about 150 yards across the grass, that's where the road will come up. So if you want to climb the road, you can do that. It's that direction. And we're gonna drop in the yellow trail. Let's go. It's probably the most famous trail out here because of the step down that we're about to hit. And then there's a famous creek jump about halfway down, and also a wall ride. that hard. You don't need any pedals to make it across the creek. And we're back at the parking lot. Oh my God, that's such a fun run. We're gonna refill the water. We're gonna head up the road to do the slalom. All right, we just climbed the road, had to catch our breath, get a drink, and we're back on top of the fort again. So the road comes up right over here. Also the red trail, if you want to climb that, comes up over here too. We're about to drop into the slalom trail right here. Now also, if we go across the fort over here, that's where we were a second ago to drop into that yellow jump trail. So this is the fort, downhill's here, downhill's there. And like I said, I come here to ride downhill, so I take my time going up, so I've got energy to go down. Let's drop into the slalom. All right, so this slalom trail is super fun downhill run. It's got some of the steepest sections of trail anywhere around here. All right, so when we get to this T, we're gonna go right. A couple of berms here. There's also a few alternate lines off this trail that are really fun. We're just gonna take the main line today. Oh, if we can stay on the bike.
I know, God! Danny, stay on your bike!
There's one if you go to the right through that berm. The other alternate line is straight through this berm, and that's the drop line. That's actually in the other video if you want to check it out. Now, this is one of the gnarliest rock gardens I've found. There's a bunch of lines through here. I don't ride that line often, so my line's probably slow, but if you hit that enough times, find the good line. Sure, you can get through it a little quicker than me. Oh man, that might be one of my favorite trails anywhere. Super fun. All right, time for another water refill. All right, so we've done the 2 downhill runs on the fort side. We're gonna head back up this trail that's actually the yellow jump trail. We're gonna ride it along the creek, and I'm gonna show you the shortcut to get to the TP side downhills. And this is the quickest way to get over there. Now you can take the red trail all the way around the park through the cross-country sections to get there, and that's really fun. And even the back cross-country sections of trail are playful and certainly worth riding. And that's the great thing about this place is you can connect these different trails in infinite amount of ways and ride them different directions. And so you can see here we're riding along the creek. That's another thing, you can't get lost out here. You might lose your way and feel lost, but if you're ever in doubt, ride downhill. Every trail comes to this creek, and then you can just follow it back to the parking lot. All right, so when we get to the creek here, we're gonna take a right turn. Cross the creek onto this trail. Now there's a right here, we don't want to take that, that goes back to the parking lot. We're gonna start climbing. This is actually a connector to the blue trail. Spider webs. I am not in shape. Oh God. Excuse my heavy breathing. Okay. We're gonna take this hard right hairpin. Right here, I'm getting off the bike, I gotta breathe. We're gonna take the hard right, head up this hill. We're now on the blue trail, and that's gonna take us to the TP. All right, so we made it up. That's actually not too long of a climb. It's just kind of steep, and at least for me, it gets me winded. You can see the TP behind me right here. This is the blue trail where we just came up. This is the shortest way up. And then if you continue this direction between these two trees, these are the two downhill runs on the TP side. If you go straight is the red trail. If you turn right after this tree, that's the blue trail. The blue trail has a real big cinder jump. You can just boost it. And then a couple options after that. The red trail has a couple small rock drops, and it's a little bit more rocky technical at the ending. But both lines super fun. What I'm actually going to do is when you get up here by the TP, you'll see this bridge. This goes way up the hill and to a dead end. You go up to the top, turn around and come back, and it'll lengthen your descent. Adds a lot of speed and just makes it a whole lot more fun. So once you've come this far, you might as well go all the way to the top. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, if you're using trail forks, which I would recommend, we're at the top of what's called Dead Man's Spur. Long, straight downhill, one of the fastest sections in Kentuckiana. Super fun. We're gonna start from the top. We're gonna head down and take the red trail. So let's do this one. Couple tree log jumps here, super fun. Super fast right here. Whoa, if you can go between those two trees without slapping the chicken sticks, you got balls of steel. A few good gap jumps here. That's an alternate line, you don't have to go that way. Left across, we're going straight. To the right's the blue trail. Couple little rock drops here to the right if you want to take them. Pretty narrow here. And then here's the rocky descent. Oh, tree down at the end. Always be on the lookout for trees around here. This place doesn't get maintained as often as others because of its remoteness. Don't be afraid to bring a handsaw with you. A lot of the maintenance around here gets done just by riders clearing it while they ride. All right, so there's a few runs at Duffield. This place really is the best kept secret in mountain biking in this area. So come check it out and improve your skills. I promise you, I don't care how good you are on a bike, you will be challenged here. And one other thing is, this place is kind of remote, which is a double-edged sword. You might have the place to yourself and you don't have to worry about as much traffic, but if you get hurt, you might be out here alone. So be cautious. If you see something that's pushing your abilities, bring a friend next weekend and do it while they're around. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope to see you all out here soon.